This is the web series For the Love of BIM, promoting Barbados, everything Bajan Canadian, and everything Canadian Bajan. Welcome to another episode in the web series For the Love of BIM. I am your host, Sonia Marvel Carter. Now, there has been much happening for the last 2 weeks, but on the international scene, Barbados' permanent representative to the World Trade Organization, His Excellency Chad Blackman, formed part of the delegation accompanying the new WTO Director General, Dr. Ngozi, to her homeland, Nigeria. And Ambassador Blackman offered greetings to Nigeria's president on behalf of Barbados.
An honor to be here to join the Director General and her team on her home voyage to Nigeria. Certainly, Barbados is particularly proud with the candidacy that Nigeria has offered to the world. And I can tell you that we are even prouder to be here at this moment with the Director General in our home country.
And this is coming on the heels of Barbados expanding its diplomatic relations and not just setting up new missions in Ghana, United Arab Emirates, and Kenya to identify new investment and trade opportunities, but continuing to build diasporic relations in the traditional territories as well. And you know I have to add that Ambassador Blackman is a foundational scholar.
You are watching an episode of For the Love of BIM.
Today, our feature will be the Bajan Kitchen, and I will be having a discussion with Fabian Mears about this new business venture, which is seeking to make Bajan dishes famous all over Canada, and not just in the Bajan communities. But before we get to the feature, we have to go to the birthday shoutouts. We start our birthday shoutouts with Hetty, who celebrated on March 16th. Hetty's daughter Asha is heading up here to Canada shortly to study, so I guess we will be seeing Hetty and Asha when flights resume. Hope you had a great birthday, Hetty. Next up, we have Imaro, who celebrated on March 17th, and his twin boys Elijah and Tyler, they celebrated on March 13th. And these greetings are coming from the family circle both here and in Barbados. I am sure you all had a wonderful birthday. Birthday greetings also go out to Pat Paris, Director of Public Affairs in the Prime Minister's Office in Barbados. Hope you had a great birthday, Pat. And next up is another very special lady, Gloria Ramsey Hall, who celebrated her 93rd birthday on March 19th. Now, Gloria is not only the oldest member of the Alexandra Old Scholars Association here in Canada, but Gloria also told me she was the first Barbadian nurse to arrive in Canada back in 1954 and has been living here in Canada since that day. Gloria, I hope Jamie organizes for you to see this episode as we arranged, and I pray you have many more birthdays to come. Birthday greetings are also going out to Damien here in Canada, who celebrates on March 21st. And these greetings are coming from your dad, Peter, and the entire family circle in Barbados. And our final birthday greetings today go out to, drumroll please, Lester, who celebrates on March 23rd. Hope you will have an awesome birthday in Barbados, Lester. And these greetings are coming from your wife, your daughter, Elsa, Patrick, Sugar, and the entire crew. Oh, and I hope you know it's soon time for you to head back up here to Canada. So enjoy the beach in the meantime. I now welcome Fabian Mears, who is a marketing specialist and a founder of the Bajan Kitchen.
Well, thanks for having me, Sonia. I'm really happy. It means a lot to be invited on. So I am a born and bred Bajan boy. I moved up to Canada for school. I did go to school in Barbados, but I guess I got after maybe 5 years in my former job back home, I got the urge to study business, and I just thought that Canada would have been a really good place to not only live and study, but also kind of prospect for a career in business and stuff like that. So I moved to Toronto and I studied at Ryerson, studied business there. And, I got into marketing. and I've really been into the field of marketing ever since, until last year, when unfortunately I was one of the millions, I guess, across the world that got laid off from their corporate role. And out of that, a real, I would say, entrepreneurial urge developed. And I took my marketing skill set and my love for Barbados, and I formed the Bajan Kitchen. So the Bajan Kitchen is just 3-4 months old, but, really happy that we started this journey. And, I'm going to do my part to fly the flag high as long as I can.
You have the business skill. Do you have the culinary skill as well? Do you dabble in the kitchen, or did you leave that totally up to another set of people?
Yes, you don't want me cooking for you, so don't even think of asking, because you don't want it to happen. No, I'm completely behind the scenes handling the marketing and stuff. And the majority of the team, we are up to about 7-8 of us now. So the majority of the team are cooks, bakers. You can imagine the challenge of finding good Bajan cooks in Canada that want to come out of their homes during a pandemic and work in a commercial space. So it's been really challenging, but the majority of the team is Bajan cooks. Nearly everyone has had experience cooking in Barbados, and up here to a lesser extent. So that's where we're at right now.
Fabian, tell us, what is the age range of these Bajan chefs or Bajan cooks that you have working with Bajan Kitchen?
Yeah, the team is really young, to be honest. Almost everyone is under 40, many of them in their 20s. And they're young and they're, quote unquote, hungry to really push the cuisine, because they've not had a chance to either cook it in their jobs or really represent it in their schools or stuff like that. So they're really excited to get this going. And, the team is pretty hardworking. On the other side, youth could mean that we're kind of challenged to get the flavors correct. So we do actively try to find, more mature cooks to come in and kind of guide us and show us kind of like how to reach these complex type flavors that Barbadians take for granted in their food and stuff like that. And how even to find, replacements for stuff we can't get readily up here that we get back home. So the team is pretty young, but we are always working with, mature cooks and chefs that, they may not be willing to do the hard work anymore, but they definitely know their flavors. And it's been working out pretty good so far. Recently, I think because we've got a healthy following on social media, we did put up a sort of ad just saying, we're looking for more help. And the response was tremendous. I mean, people outside of our network, but still with obviously Bajan or Bajan connections, reached out. And, we found some really talented people to kind of invite on this journey. But it remains the biggest challenge for the business, just finding people that know the flavors and can cook at large scale. That still remains a bit of a challenge for us.
Bajan Kitchen was featured a few months ago on Blog.to, which showcases, amongst other things, culinary delights in Toronto. Have a look at a part of that feature.
So Bajan Kitchen is a pop-up kitchen. It's really a testing ground for a business idea that we hope to establish here, especially in the GTA area. It basically will offer authentic Barbadian dishes to the public and the Barbadians that live here, and also to just people who love good slow-cooked food. I think it's become a good side hustle and a good side business for a number of cooks. They still keep their day job, so they really just do this on Saturdays and Sundays. The culture believes in slow cooking and believes in strong, complex flavors. we've picked a lot of the top dishes that you can go to Barbados and find on any street corner, find in any restaurant. So that would go from a dish called pudding and sauce. It traces back hundreds and hundreds of years to slavery in the West Indies. On the menu, we've got stuff like macaroni pie. We've got stuff like Barbadian fish cakes. We've got baked pork, baked chicken, steak fish. I think we're underrepresented in the Caribbean food scene because I do think the culture is a very humble one. So we maybe feel awkward commercializing our meals. I know there's been a lot of effort by the Barbados Consulate here and the Barbados Tourism Authority. Everything comes with the right time, and I think the pandemic kind of evoked that, if not now, when? To do this now, everything fell into place really quickly, and hopefully it shines the light on the fact that Barbadian food can stand up on its own across all the cuisines. You know, hopefully things begin to change and we see more Barbadian restaurants or pop-ups, you know, appear. One of the core reasons behind our business is that we donate a portion of every pop-up to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital Fund. I get calls from Alberta and Vancouver, and I think I got a call about a month ago from northern Saskatchewan. A Bajan lady got a hold of my contact number, and she was like, "Can you bring Bajan Kitchen up there?" I opened the map and I found out where it was. It was like, "Well, it's minus 50, my dear. Who else would come with me to Saskatchewan?" She laughed. Sweetbread and turnovers. We're going to keep that on our menu till they run out of flour, I think. But for sure, sweetbread turnovers are available. Pone is something we're working on. We really want to get that recipe as close to authentic as possible.
I think everybody knows is just eager to taste some of this. So tell us, when is the next pop-up?
All right. So March 26th, 27th, and 28th in Scarborough. We've got a fantastic location that we're taking over, 1686 Ellesmere Road. It's just a hop and a skip across from Scarborough Town Centre. And we're going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next week, the 26th, 27th, and 28th. From about 11 in the morning, we'll be serving food. And you can, of course, order at bajankitchen.ca. I mean, a big part of what we're doing to make sure everyone is safe and we're extra cautious. You know, health is a huge concern, obviously, in the food service business, and as it should be right now. We offer delivery, so you can put an order through the website and choose select delivery. And once you're about 7 kilometers around the hall, we'll set up delivery for a small fee. And then for those who can pass, we offer curbside pickup where we'll bring the meal right to your vehicle. You stay in your car, you stay safe, and we'll pass it off there, put it in your trunk if you like. But you know, we're absolutely set up to, you know, keep everyone safe and physically distanced. Thank you for the support. For those of you who've just kind of always been reaching out and been supportive and giving us the feedback, we need to get better. You know, they say Bajan food is a niche product, but I do think I think Bajan food could be just as famous and as loved as any cuisine that we can get here in Canada. So let's do our part and offer a Bajan meal to a friend or someone or a co-worker that's never tried Bajan food before.
You are watching an episode of For the Love of BIM.
Thanks so much, Fabian. And now, folks, you are all aware that Bajan Kitchen is popping up on March 26th, 27th, and 28th in Scarborough. So check out the fantastic menu online via bajankitchen.ca and put in your orders. Spread the word, share the website, and tell your family and friends wherever in Canada they are. Listen out, because Bajan Kitchen may be popping up near you. Before I sign off for today, there are just a few notices and events I want to remind you of, and one addition I want to share with you. Remember, the Grant Morris Foundation is still collecting funds towards the purchase of COVID-19 vaccines for Barbados, and you can donate by Interact e-transfer to info@grantmorrisfoundation.org. And as the Grant Morris Foundation is a registered charity in Canada, you can receive tax receipts for any donation over $25. CANCARE is another organization made up of Visitors to Barbados and Friends of Barbados, which is raising funds to assist people in Barbados with care packages and other essentials. The link to access their donation page is shared in the description of this video. You're also reminded to get your tickets for the upcoming Bring On the Spring event on April 24th with entertainment by Red Plastic Bag. Visit Barbados-Canada-Foundation.com for all the information on that event, as well as information on how to purchase your raffled tickets from the Barbados-Canada Foundation. Great monetary prizes up for grabs. Last week, I asked you to save the date, Friday, April 23rd, 2021, the night before the Bring On the Spring event, when Team Barbados in Canada will be hosting a virtual event called We Gathering for Our Heroes. So stay tuned for more information on that event, and don't forget to nominate your unsung hero. Now, the new event we are adding is an immigration seminar entitled Pathways to Canadian Residency, Navigating the Canadian Immigration System, which is also a part of our Heroes celebration in April. And here to tell you about it is the presenter of that seminar, Chantal Atkinson.
Hello everyone, my name is Chantal Atkinson and I'm a registered Canadian immigration consultant with over 8 years of experience in the immigration field. I want to invite all my fellow Barbadians, both in Canada and Barbados, to join us on April 22nd and 29th when the Consulate General of Barbados at Toronto has arranged for me to present on navigating the Canadian immigration system during a 2-part immigration series. Part 1 will cover immigration information and details on temporary residents like visitors, workers, and students, and in Part 2 we will explore pathways to permanent residency in Canada. Join us on April 22nd and 29th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please see the flyer for details as to how you can register to be part of this virtual seminar. This is the opportunity to speak with students, workers, and people interested in migrating to Canada permanently. I'm looking forward for this opportunity to speak to you and see you all soon.
If you want to take full advantage of this free immigration seminar, check out the Consulate's Facebook page, which has the flyer, and the registration details are on the flyer, as access is by registration only. And as you know, the Zoom platform has a limit, so register as soon as possible. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Permit me to wish you a wonderful weekend, and please continue to have a reflective and peaceful Lenten season. If you are enjoying these videos, remember to click like and to share them with your friends and family. And remember, let's continue to play our part to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Stay safe.
You have been watching For the Love of BIM.